over the years, mechanics, technicians, tire guys have been told that these colored dots, and particularly this yellow dot, if lined up with the valve stem on the rim, will put the tire in the optimum position for the least amount of weight to balance that tire. What we're going to do is 3 tests. First one, I'm going to randomly pick a spot on this tire to line up with the valve stem. We're going to put it on the balancer and get a number. Then we're going to break it down, spin it, line it up with the red mark. Spin it up on the balancer, see if it takes more or less weight, and then finally we'll move it to the yellow dot and again see how much weight it takes. And I'm betting that positioning to the yellow dot or the red dot is going to make no difference at all. Fired up! I'll pop the weight off this existing tire rim combo. It's okay, I only had 1 weight on it. I'm going to break her down. Well, you can probably hear a lot of noise in the background. That's the furnace. Red dot, yellow dot. We're going to line it up somewhere over here just to start. Okay, red dot, yellow dot, valve stem. So clearly our valve stem is nowhere near the red or yellow dot. We're going to spin this up. We're going to get a reading, and then we're going to move it to line up with those dots. All right, so we've got our tire mounted. Valve stem is nowhere near the red or the yellow. We're going to take the tire measurements, set it up for a standard dynamic balance. So then we're going to spin it up and we're going to see just how much it takes to balance it. We're going to take notes of that, and then we'll break it down. We'll turn it to the red dot and try it again. All right, we've just spun it up. Again, this is not near any of the dots. It's asking for 1¼ ounces on the inside of the rim and 1½ ounces on the outside of the rim. Now we're going to break this tire down again, move it to the red dot, so that lines up with the valve stem, and we're going to spin it up again. Okay, this time, red dot lined up with valve stem. We're going to spin her up and see if it's any better or any worse. So now this is a little interesting. Could be a coincidence. Red dot, still 1¼ on the inside, but only ½ ounce on the outside. Again, could be sheer coincidence. Play devil's advocate. We're going to move it to the yellow dot. So if the myth is true, when we move it to the yellow dot, these numbers should improve even more. All right, we got a little background noise. The furnace is doing its thing, but here we are, valve stem in line with the yellow dot. So here's the tail. Right now, when we spin this tire up, it should take the least amount of weight to balance this tire. If the myth is true, we should be even better than 1¼ and ½ Let's find out. Well, on this particular tire, it's true. Yellow dot, 0.75, 0.75. 3/4 of an ounce inside and outside. That is, in fact, the best weight distribution for this rim that we've had. Quite possibly anomalous. I personally didn't think that this would pan out, but this is one tire. I have got 3 more. Second tire, this time random tire placement. Coincidentally happened to work out that the valve stem is about 180 degrees from the yellow mark. So we're going to spin it up, see what it takes, and then we're going to move it to the yellow mark and see if that improves. All right, so the second tire with the random placement, 1.5 on the inside and 0.75 on the outside. So now we're going to move it to line up with the yellow dot. In this case, the yellow dot and the red dot are very, very close together. So we're just going to go with the yellow dot and we're going to see if these numbers improve. Okay, valve stems lined up with the yellow. Tire number 2. Let's see if the numbers improved from the previous set. Well, the previous numbers were 1.5, 1.5 on the inside, and 0.75, 3/4 on the outside. The new numbers lined up with the yellow is 1 and 1. So I mean, numerically, if we do some math there, the yellow dot's a 1/4 ounce better. It takes 1/4 ounce less weight. A little more on one side, but a little less on the other side. So subjectively, it's better. So as far as busting this myth, doesn't look like we're busting anything, because so far it seems to be that it's panning out. Again, on these particular tires. Tire number 3. This time, valve stems here, a red and yellow dot. They're about an inch and a quarter apart over here. We're about, I don't know, 45 degrees away from the yellow dot. Again, random placement. We're going to spin her up. We'll see what we get. We'll move it to the yellow dot and see if there's any improvement. Okay, so this time we got 1 ounce on the inside, 1/2 ounce on the outside. We're going to spin it over to the yellow mark, spin it up again, and we'll see what happens. Same process. We're just going to do this one more time on this tire, and then we got one more tire to go. And then hopefully at the end we should have a definitive answer. Maybe. Let's find out. Well, 0.75 on the inside and 0.5 on the outside. Again, that's an improvement. So putting this to the yellow dot has in fact made it easier to balance. Looks like this myth might be true. One more to go. Okay, this time around, inside wants 0.75, outside wants a full ounce. Break her down, spin her to the yellow, and we'll get our final answer. And I'll put up a tally after, and we can see exactly what the differences are and You can make a judgment call. Okay, that's tire number 4. And I gotta say, right now, I'm at a loss. 0.5 on the inside, 0.75 on the outside. Another improvement by moving the yellow dot to the valve stem. I thought this would be busted, but as it turns out, this specific brand of tire, in this specific instance, there's been a noted improvement by moving the yellow dot to line up with the valve stem. Will this work on every tire? I can't say. I honestly thought this was a myth, and I've witnessed situations where the colored dots did not improve. I thought I was going to make this video and we were going to show you without a shadow of a doubt that this is a giant myth. However, all I can tell you is I'm the one who's looking like a bit of a fool here. An improvement on all 4. So I'm going to get these on the vehicle and send it out the door. If you have any opinions on this, you know, if you think I did something wrong, I don't feel I did. If there's something I'm not understanding, leave a comment. Really and truly, I'm baffled. I believe this to be an old wives' tale, a saying that was reiterated by technicians and tire salesmen over and over and over till it became true. Because again, I've seen on other tires where lining it up with a colored dot made it worse or no better. Let me know what you think. Do you want to see more videos like this? If you do, just drop it in there, drop it in a comment, and we'll see what we can do. Until next time.